Hi, today's nibble, we'll pick up where we left off with the text boxes and simple charts. This is part 2. Part 1, I just couldn't fit in the simple charts in the allocated time. So let's have a look at the page on the demonstration PowerPoint as we had it before. And we've got our text boxes as we saw before. And now what we might do is say, well look, we want to create a simple chart. Well look, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this on a new slide. I'm going to pick a title only slide today. Type a new chart. I might like the size of that text, by the way, so I might just take that one down to around about 32. Change its font on this particular slide. Remember, we're talking about slide masters. Any change on a slide is only on the slide. If you want it to be changed for all slides, you have to change it on the master. Again, that's for a different day. Oh no, let's take it down a little bit further. It's still a little bit too big, isn't it? Alright, let's insert text box. Bang! Now remember, we set our default text boxes before, so that's really a very useful thing. Text box. Now I think I might just change the size. I think the size of the font in here is just a little bit too big, so I'll change it to 10 point. And I also remember I'd set the paragraph space into 6 points after the paragraph. Look, I'm going to change it to 0 because I can always put in a space myself. It's just a carriage return. That looks a little better. I'll right click on that now, and I'm going to set that as the default text box. So every time I create a new text box, it'll be like this. Okay. Alright, what we're going to do is actually create a small simple chart, and you can do this a number of ways. You can insert text boxes like this. Where is it? Insert text box, and away we go. Or you can simply select the text box, Control Duplicate, Control D will simply duplicate the existing item. So I've created a series of text boxes. Oh no, I might as well do one more, why not? Alright, I want to make a very simple chart. Do I have enough? I don't know. This will do, probably around about 2 levels. Alright, one of the things we need to look at very quickly is the drawing tools and the grid on this page. So I'm going to go to drawing tools. Going to go to Align. We'll revisit Line for other things, but we're going to come down to the grid settings. Right now it's set snap objects to grid. I almost never use this facility. I like to align them just as I'm doing the work, so I'm going to take this off. Click OK, and now you know, notice I should, let's have a quick look. I might as well change the grid spacing a little bit as well, actually, to around about 1/10 of a centimetre. Okay. Alright, now let's make a chart. Alright, so we've got a series of text boxes here, and the first thing we're going to begin to want to do is start aligning text boxes. So we've got one here and we've got one there. Select 2 text boxes. We might do left click with the shift key down to select more than one, or we might just drag the mouse left click down as you drag across and select them. If you select 2, you can actually go to the drawing tools, go to Align, and Align Center. So that's align those 2 text boxes on their centers. We have another couple now that we want. We've got a couple here. Alright, going to have one here. A few more, I reckon. Bang, bang, bang. Alright. We're going to align these. Drawing tools, Align Center. Very good. Drawing tools, Align, where is it? Drawing tools, Align Center. And it's beginning to line up, but things aren't quite right, are they? These text boxes aren't aligned. You can sort of see the chart structure that I'm looking at. So I'm going to left click, shift left click on 2, select those 2, and I'm going to align them horizontally. Shift these 2 and align them horizontally. Shift those 2 and align them horizontally. Okay, that's beginning to look better. We're beginning to get something that's looking like a chart. What we might do is take this whole group and just using the down arrow key, shift down a bit. And now you notice, because my grid spacings are very small, each time I press the down arrow it doesn't go down too much. I might cause these ones to go up, pressing the up arrow key. If I press the left arrow key, they go left. Press the right arrow key, they'll go right. Okay, that'll do me. Okay, now what we might do is insert a shape. The shape we want is a line or an arrowed line, okay, or this for a complex line. Let's insert an arrowed line from this text box to this one. Now notice the head. Now I just left clicked. I'll just do it again. Insert shape, arrowed line. I left clicked. Find the sticky points on the box, left click. Whoops, I let go of it then. I'll do it again. Insert shape, line. Find the sticky spot, left click, keep it down as you drag to the next sticky spot. Same deal as with anything else. If you want to change the type characteristics of the line, right click on the line, format the shape. Line color, we might as well make it, well, what the heck, let's make it a red. Line style, it's a thick line, I'll bring it down to 0.5 of a point. But what we want to do is change the arrow type. See, it's got an open arrow. I think I'll have it as a closed arrow. No, I'll get fancy. I'll have it as that sort of arrow. And the size, medium size. Alright, that's a little bit smaller, that's a little bit larger. You see, notice how the arrow went larger. Notice how the arrow goes smaller, arrowhead that is. Okay, so that's not a bad thing. Right click on it, and I think I'll set that as the default line. And what will happen now? Oops. Insert shape, arrowed line, left click, drag down. Oh, then that didn't work, did it? Oh well, we'll worry about that some other time, I think. Obviously I can't set a default arrow. Maybe it's a default line. Insert shapes, line, sticky. Yes, that's now set that line, your standard line, as an arrow. Okay, that's just something to remember. And so we can do this for the entire text box. Insert line, down. Insert shapes, line, down. Okay, now we have a tricky situation. We've got a forked line. The easiest way to do this, that I know of anyway, is to select this line shape, freeform. Find the sticky, find the center of the box. No, don't do that. Go to select the object. Left click, come up, left click, go across, left click, go down, and double click to finish the freeform shape. Freeform shapes let you do lines of any particular type. So left click, move, left click to stick that point, 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 move, double left click to stop. And it creates any sort of shape, whether it be closed or open. Useful for certain types of lines. If you've got this line and you decide its characteristics are wrong, same deal. Format shape, line down to 0.5 of a point, line color, we're going to go red. Okay, line style, we're going to put an arrow on both ends. End size, medium, yeah, good. End size, medium, and there we have it. And the only other thing we need to do now is put an arrow here. Insert shapes. Now remember, we set our default line to an arrow, sticky point, drag down till I hit the line, let go, and there you have it. Oh, we haven't got this one right, so let's finish this one. format shape, 0.5 of a point, line color, I'm going to go to red, line style, this particular arrow, and we're away. At this particular point you might decide that you really don't want the text to be left aligned. You can actually select all of these boxes just by dragging with your left mouse button down and dragging like this. Go to home, go to center aligned. Okay, you might decide you want the font all to be 10 point, you want it all to be Arial or Algerian, maybe, really doesn't matter, you choose what you want. I'll go back to Arial. Okay, well, I think I've run out of time, so this finalizes the text box and simple chart. Now, there are charting tools in PowerPoint which automatically let you create all sorts of marvelous types of charts. We'll have a look at some of those at some other time, but for simple charts this often is the quickest and easiest way to do it. One other point, you can of course, once you've created this, select it all, right click, and you can actually group this in order to move it as an entire group so that you actually don't move things separately accidentally. Okay, bang, grouped. So you left click down, I now just drag the whole thing around. I suppose one final point again, if you want to change your background color to make your thing stand out, right click, format background, same deal, solid fill, currently white, you might want it to be slightly grey. Close, and that changes your background color. Okay, well, thank you very much. I've gone a bit over time, but no matter.